Hi, I'm Carrie Blazer, the Divine Feminine, reincarnation of Mary Magdalene. Thank you for clicking on my clip. But I want to let you know that I have a free ebook linked below, my 6 Divine Feminine Self-Love Strategies. They will help you transform your emotional wounds into personal wisdom. And I take a multidisciplinary approach. I include the laws of physics, psychology, neuroscience, shamanism, mysticism. I went wild, okay? So men can understand and women can understand. There's something there for everyone because what I learned is when something's true, it's true in multiple places. All right, please like and subscribe and help me distribute my ebook to everyone for free by exploding my channel. Take care. Enjoy the clip. Bye.
Now, this is a classic physics problem where we have two tracks.
So let me use that as an example of the woman who yelled, "I will hunt you down and fucking kill you." Okay? And compare her to me. So I had 35 years of debilitating lower back pain until my mom passed away on my 45th birthday. And that was the day my intuition said, it's time to accept your intuition and it's time to heal from your childhood trauma because I became the matriarch. Now I was no longer in the heart of an alcoholic, I was in my own heart. And I'm allergic to alcohol. I get physical highs when I even have a sip of alcohol, which I'm so grateful that my body did that to me, like saved me. Anyway, what was wrong, my challenge is that I didn't know how to process my emotions. I was afraid to go deep into my emotions. So I didn't know what I was doing and then come out of them. So I was like the high road track. I went down a little, but I just kind of stayed parallel. But I repressed and held on to a ton of shame, guilt, and fear. And then I was super reactive. I was depressed. I was anxious. I didn't know how to have healthy relationships. I couldn't communicate in healthy ways. Like I even had one professor that says, you're like two different people. Sometimes you're just on. And then sometimes I don't even know what you're saying. But there's the trauma. That when he didn't know what I was saying, that was me hitting an internal emotional block and I just couldn't see. I mean, even my childhood trauma was so impactful to me that I have a visual processing disorder that's in the 4th percentile. Like my analytical skills are in the 96th percentile. So I literally, something be right in front of me, like on the screen, and I just literally do not see it because it's like an emotional block. Our field is the sole governing agency of the particle, right? Fear hit and I just wouldn't see it. I just get emotionally blocked. But when I learned that it was safe to dive into my emotions, and I would come out with more wisdom and knowledge, and once I learned to surf the waves of life, I could go deeper and higher, and then catapulted me to enlightenment. But I needed a ton of emotional pain to bring me down so low. I needed to do such a deep dive into myself that I needed to attempt suicide, be raped, had failed relationships with my ex-husband, or divorce, with my kids, and like challenge after challenge after challenge. But if I want Mount Everest-sized wisdom, I got to take on Mount Everest-sized wounds. All right. So now I hope that this encourages you to be brave enough to learn to surf the waves of life, because the Appreciate, Learn, Forgive will tell you how to do it. You know, I have a ton of videos on this YouTube channel that will help you. I have a weekly webinar that you can reach out to me and come to. All right. Tons of help here for free. I know it's expensive. And talk therapy is far less effective than engaging both the masculine and the feminine. Like appreciate, gratitude, that's an emotion. That's a sentiment out of the heart. There's the feminine. Look at yourself. Why was that necessary? Why was it necessary for me to attempt suicide to see and understand myself? Why was it necessary for me to be raped to see and understand myself? Why was it necessary for me to attract in men who are players to see and understand myself? Right? Do you see what I'm saying? But all those logical questions, that's left brain work. So the right brain is the gratitude, the left brain's the analysis, and then you let it go because that's how you become a whole, complete human being like Carl Jung is talking about.